This is a short tutorial on setting up your class lists to import into the Smart Response system. I've set this video up into 3 easy steps for you. First, we're going to export your class list from JMC Gradebook into an Excel file. Then we'll set up the Excel file in the correct format so that we can import this file into the Smart Response program. So first, I'll show you how to export your class list from JMC Gradebook. Here in the Gradebook program, we'll go to Reports and we'll click on Blank Score Sheets. Click on the desired class, and then we can export this, and it'll export into an Excel file that I can click on. So here's my class list from the desired hour that I'm going to set up now for you. Step 2, setting up the Excel file in the correct format. The Smart Response program does require that names and class lists be entered in a particular format from Excel. To help set up this format, we're first going to click and drag on the top 3 rows here in our Excel file, right-click, and select Delete. Now the first thing at the top here should be the first name of my class list, along with all the other names in this class. The next thing we need to do is separate the first and last names of the students into 2 different columns. We're going to click and drag and highlight all the rows of all the names in our class list, and go up here to click on Data. Then over to the right, this option says Text to Columns. When I click Text to Columns, this window will come up, and the first option we want here is delimited, since our names are separated by commas and spaces. I'm going to click Next, and then I'm going to highlight, if they are not already highlighted, comma and space, since that is what is between each of the first and last names. And then I'm going to click Next and Finish. And now my name should be separated, last and first name, into 2 different columns for me. The Smart Response program likes first names then last names entered in the Excel file, so I'm going to click and drag to highlight all the last names. I'm going to Control X to cut those, and then click over in the 3rd column and Control V to paste them. So now I have first name, last name for each of my students. Each student needs some kind of passcode to get into the Smart Response system, so I'm going to give everyone here just a quick passcode. That's what this first column is for, and I'm just going to use 1 through 10 for the simplicity of this training, but you can pick out any other code, their lunch number or student number, if that is easier for you. The last thing we need is a top row with some headings, so I'm going to right click on the first row here and click Insert, and on the top these 3 should say Student ID, first name, and last name. And if you like, you can spread them out a little bit too, just to see that. Now I'm going to file and save this somewhere where I know it is, and then I'll be able to import it into the Smart Response program. Step 3, import the file into the Smart Response program. Now in Smart Response Teacher Tools, I'm going to click Add a Class, and I'm going to name them 6th hour. And I can determine a passing grade for them. You can change it to whatever you like. I'm going to click Add. And then now it's created this class. I just need to add those students to it. So I'm going to click Students up here at the top. Import students into my class. This is that 6th hour that I just created. We're looking for a Microsoft Excel file. I'm going to click Next. And you're going to find that in your files. Here it is for me right here, the 6th hour one I just created. I'm going to click Open. It's going to take a second to import those students, but once they're imported, now they should be in my class with their student IDs that I made, their last name and first name, and they are ready to use in your Smart Response program.